What's up, everybody? You are back on the other side with me, Mike G, and today's guest is a man who has walked through fire, not just in the ring, but in life. He has battled demons and devastating lows, but through blood, sweat, and soul searching, he continues to rise. He's a warrior in the bare knuckle fighting championship and a symbol of hard work and resilience, a man whose story proves that redemption isn't given, it's earned. Fans of the other side, it is my great honor to introduce to you the man they call Ice Water, Roderick Stewart. How's it going, Roderick?
It's good, man. It's good. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much. See, I almost got it all out and I tripped at the end. I'll get better.
No, you did good. I liked it.
All right, man. I always like to start way, way, way back. Where did your story begin and how did life start out for you?
I was originally born in St. Louis, Missouri, with my dad and my mom. My dad was a
Okay.
military man, hardworking guy. My mom was a devoted mother. I grew up with a good family for sure. I was just a knucklehead growing up, always fighting, always wanting to, I don't know, just be something more than I thought.
Okay.
So
You just run around the streets picking fights, or were you? Yeah, I know a lot of kids will won't start a fight, but if they see somebody else getting picked on, will jump in. That's kind of how I was. I was a protector of the kids that got picked on. Which one were you? Tell the truth. If you were the bully, it's okay. It was a long time ago.
honestly, at first I was getting bullied because I
Okay.
was I was the kid in St. Louis. My dad would come in with this military uniform, and I was everybody else didn't have that, so
Hmm.
they just thought something was soft about me or something. I guess because I knew both my parents. I guess I don't know. So
Gotcha.
I had a
Alrighty.
chip on my shoulder for that.
I can understand. Growing up and going through school, who were some of your biggest influences?
Growing up, going through school, man. Growing up, my biggest influence, I think, where the fighting came for me. I watched this dude from St. Louis, Corey Spinks, fight.
Oh yeah,
I think it was Zab Judah, maybe.
that
And then
sounds.
I
I
decided
believe
I
they
was
did.
probably
Yeah.
like 5 years old, and I decided, man, this is what I'm gonna do. This is it. This is it for me. So it was always just something that made sense for me.
Okay. Would you say those are your earliest memories of fighting?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I remember 1983 watching ESPN Friday or Saturday night fights, watching guys like Zab Judah and stuff. That's very, very early on. I also fell in love with combat sports. You get out of school, you're a young adult, and what does the future look like for you at that point?
I fucked my future all the way up. In school, I was like 17, and I
Okay.
caught some felonies, got in trouble, and was looking at some time. So I mean, my future was not looking bright at all. It was looking pretty terrible. I was looking at
Hmm.
like 10 years, 10 plus years for a robbery charge. And I was barely a junior in high school. So,
That feels like a life sentence at 17.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's it.
Oh
Game
yeah,
over.
that's what I thought.
Hmm. Yeah, I can. I can relate. Um, was there a pivotal moment where you told yourself, "Okay, I'm changing things. I'm going to be a fighter"?
Yeah, I had to sit in jail for a little bit waiting like my sentencing,
Hmm.
probably like a couple months. I got out and I was like, man, I've always liked to fight. I want to try it. I was telling my parents, I was like, I got to try this. They were like, well, I think you should go to school, get a trade, this and that. I was like, man, if I don't fight, I feel like I'd be like committing spiritual suicide or something, you know?
That's awesome, dude.
Like, I have to do this. I know I can do this. And at that point, I was probably like 18. I just dove head first straight to the
Wow.
fire.
All right. Take me back to those early days in the gym, starting out. How difficult was it, and was quitting ever an option after you started?
Quitting was never an option after I started, but it was pretty difficult. I had no idea what wrestling was. I was always a
Right.
decent striker, because
Hmm.
just being long and lanky and able to throw hands was always a given for a person like me. But the wrestling part, oh man, it's still a hard thing for me to do. Hence the
Yeah.
bare knuckle.
Everybody in bare knuckle. If I ask, what do you not miss about MMA or grappling? They're like, I'm tired of that wrestling. I'm tired of rolling with sweaty dudes. I'm tired of blowing out my knees. Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
um, Now, I went back as far as I could on you, as far as your career goes, and some of this may be incorrect because even on really known things in the MMA world online, there's plenty of mistakes. So I wouldn't be shocked if some of this is wrong. Feel free to correct me. Um, I want to talk about Saturday, August 13th, 2016, at the Taylor County Coliseum in Abilene, Texas. Your very
God,
first fight against Quaylin Likes. Describe that experience.
that was actually my second amateur
Okay.
fight, but that was, man, fighting in Abilene, Texas was cool. He was tough, dude, man. I tried to take him out. He wasn't going for it. And it was my first experience going all 3 rounds until just
Hmm.
recently, actually, to my
Hmm.
last fight. And man, yeah, it taught me a lot.
Now, do you live in Texas now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, because I knew there was Missouri and then Texas, and I didn't want to ask a bunch of Texas questions if you've been there for a year and a half. So I'm glad
No,
we
I've
cleared
been
that
living
up.
in Texas since I was 8 years old.
Okay, I'm gonna call you native Texas then.
Yo, yeah, for sure.
All right, you made your BKFC debut actually in 2022. I feel like a lot of people probably know you more from current run, and that fight was against Jeremy Sauceda, who I've watched 2 times in person fight. Love that guy. The fight didn't go your way, unfortunately, but what about that loss maybe laid a foundation for where you are now?
I realized that I can crack for sure. I always knew I could crack, but
Hmm.
that fight I realized I could definitely crack if need be. And also I understood like the differences between bare knuckle kickboxing and MMA.
Hmm.
And from then on I understood how I needed to approach training for bare knuckle, how I needed to approach fighting bare knuckle, how I need to include the differences that there are between
Hmm.
all the sports.
Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. Um, excuse me. The next fight I want to talk about, we spoke about a little bit earlier. Your fight with Brian Foster at Peak Fighting Championship. Um, I'm a big fan of Brian. From years ago when he fought in the UFC and cried after his win in the speech after. I've been a fan of that man ever since. Um,
Yeah.
Walk me through that fight and the unfortunate finish and your feelings on Brian.
Man, that fight, I uh I like Brian. Brian's a cool guy. I always liked Brian, even before I knew who he was, before I
Hmm.
fought him. How that fight came about was my friend was supposed to fight him originally, but he like tore his hamstring. And I was like,
Okay.
fuck it, I'll fight him. I don't care. And it was like 3 weeks out. And I was like, yeah, I'm good enough in shape. I think I can take him out quickly. He's older, he's slowing down. He has some prior injuries. Maybe I can take him out. Didn't go that way at all. He took me down, beat me up for 2 rounds, and broke my damn arm. So, but that fight also taught me a lot too. That there's fucking levels to this, and not everybody's just gonna let you beat them up. So,
That's awesome, man. I love the way you look at that. A few more years go by, a few more fights, and you make your way back to the bare knuckle fighting championship. How good did it feel to be back with the fastest growing combat sport in the world?
oh man, it feels great. I felt like that little time off from 2022 to 2025 was the necessary time that I needed to actually grow my like boxing and my stand up and all the lessons that I've learned in between then to
Hmm. apply
apply towards, these next few fights that I've had.
Alrighty. Um, February 28th, earlier this year, you took on Brian McLean in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Fight Night. How did the fight play out, and what was the first thing that went through your mind when you knew it was over and you'd won?
Damn, my hands hurt. The fight
Yeah.
played out how I thought it would. I mean, I knew he was a good boxer, but I was like, this is a bare knuckle fight, and
Hmm.
I've been in a few already now, and I know what it's like to get hit with the bare hands and how much different it is, and I know that if I just touch his head, it might fucking
Hmm.
poof or something, you know. I just got to touch somebody's head.
I've had a couple of current champions actually right now describe to me a bare knuckle fight as a knife fight, essentially because any punch that lands can cut you open and possibly end the fight. Is that a fair description for you?
I like that. I think,
There we go.
yeah, I like that. That's a good one. It's like you. They say how samurais used to fight back in the day. It'd be
Hmm.
actually really quick instead of like
Hmm.
those long drawn out fights that you'd
Yeah.
see on fucking the movies. I think that's what it's like, a samurai fight. It's the quick
Okay.
draw pop.
All right. Um, Your most recent fight came just last month at the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships debut in Texas. I believe I may have the year wrong. It was like 1890 something the last time there was a sanctioned bare knuckle fight in Texas. How special was it to be on that card, being from Texas?
Oh man, it meant the world to me to once I heard that bare knuckle was coming to Texas, I was like, man, they can't have a BKFC show without me on it. There's no
Yep.
way. I'll throw a fit. I'll I'll go there and fight somebody in the
Fight
crowd if I
somebody.
have to. Somebody's getting fought if I'm not on that card. You know.
That's awesome. Um, It was. I was fortunate enough to see that performance live. For viewers who maybe didn't catch it, can you walk us through that fight? And at the time I was watching it, it took me a little while to figure out. It went just 3 rounds before it went to the judges. Can you explain the reason for that?
We were all like everybody that was on the prelims were not even aware that they were 3 rounds until we got to the backstage. We were like 3 rounds. We were confused, but I was like, hell yeah, 3 rounds, bet.
Hmm.
We just gonna go out here and fight for 6 minutes. That's cool with me, I guess. But I was
Same
prepared for
paycheck?
five. Huh?
Same paycheck, or did they take 40% off the paycheck?
No, same paycheck.
Nice. Less work,
Yeah,
same pay. Deal.
yeah, exactly. I was like, cool with me. Man,
That's awesome.
that fight, I'm not the happiest with my performance. I sit back and pick out every single thing every time I fight. Like even if it's
Your
a
own worst
perfect,
critic.
yeah, even if it was flawless, I would sit there and oh, this hand dropped slightly
Hmm.
when I threw this hand, stuff like that. Like, but he was a lot quicker than I thought he would be, and tougher than I thought he would be, and I really thought I'd just steamroll him in the first, also, but that didn't happen that way. So I had to make those adjustments in the
Hmm.
fight.
I mentioned this to you a week or so ago when we spoke on the phone. I think that fight actually played out perfectly for you. I feel like it was a test, and I think once you get another 10 or 20 minutes in the ring under your belt, I think you're going to be a very, very scary man. And I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple years you're fighting for the title with your physical gifts. What's your reach? 79 inches?
Yes, sir.
That's insane. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Like
I'm built
you
like
can
a.
you can sit on the couch and change the channel on the TV. Like,
Yeah, I could touch my knees standing up. It's crazy.
whoa, yeah. I mean, once you get another 20 minutes, look out.
For sure.
um, Everyone who watches this show knows that it's not just about wins and losses in the ring. It's also about wins and losses in life. I want to give you an opportunity, if you're comfortable with it, to maybe bring up a time that you went through in your life to where you felt like giving up, or maybe this is your rock bottom. I'm broken and don't know what to do. What was that instance, and how did you get through it and make your way out to the other side of it?
Uh, my rock bottom was going to prison for sure. I was like, man, what am I gonna do with my life now? And it was just, it was like, man, now my life is over. I can't do the things that I had originally planned to do with my life,
Hmm.
and now I have to work around this setback that I had when I was young, when I was a teenager
Hmm.
for the rest of my life. And it was just kind of daunting to think about as a young man, just that I already kind of threw away my life early before I
Mm.
could even start it.
Yeah.
So to get past that, really, I just kind of kept my nose to the grindstone. Even like I've taken some losses, like even in the cage in the ring,
Hmm.
losses I shouldn't have taken. It's never deterred me. I've always just thought, okay, each time this happened, I'm gonna level up, get better, level up, get better, level up, get better. Each time, it doesn't matter how many times. I'm always gonna keep going forward. So
Right. That's awesome, man. Um, what's next for you in the BKFC? Who and what do you want?
I wanted to fight immediately after. I wanted to fight today. I wanted to fight in Philly.
Right.
I
You want
wanted
on
to
every
fight.
card.
I wanted to fight Garbarino. He seemed like he couldn't find an opponent at 75. I mean, 75 is my sweet spot. But things just don't happen that way.
Gotcha.
So I think maybe what's next is September. I think they're coming back to Texas. I don't know. I don't know if I can announce those things yet.
It's just a rumor. You're just letting me know about a rumor you heard.
I mean, just a rumor.
That's not announcing anything.
Yeah, it's a
It's
rumor
just
that I'll be fighting in September.
somebody. Yeah, you heard about it somewhere. I get it.
Yeah.
Uh, um, when you look into the future at your career, where do you see yourself in 2 years?
In 2 years, a mountain of bodies.
Nice.
Yeah, a
Do you see
mountain of
yourself
bodies.
staying with the BKFC, or do you ever get the itch to do MMA again? I know some BKFC contracts allow fighting outside of the organization as long as it's not bare knuckle. How's that for you?
I definitely get the itch to do MMA. I want to do MMA whenever, really. The right At this point, the right matchup for MMA, I would probably take,
Right.
because I haven't really been training MMA as much. I've been helping
Hmm.
my fighters out that I have fighting, but I haven't really been focusing on my own game for MMA as much. But I will. I think I'll do it again at some point. Probably if
Awesome.
I move from here, I'll probably be looking into doing MMA.
Okay. Uh, what does the word redemption mean to you? What is your personal definition of it?
Just coming back better than you were when you made the first mistake, or whatever mistake you made, coming back better from it.
Better every day than the day before.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That,
that's a
that,
perfect way to say it.
that's awesome. Um, what would you say, or what advice would you give a young up and coming, say, 16-year-old fighter about the fight game and life?
A young 16-year-old fighter.
Who wants to be the next Ice Water?
To be better. Be better. For sure. I'd say, man, if you gonna fight, man, don't take this as a joke. This is real shit. Like,
Hmm.
there's guys out here really hungry, and you got to be just as hungry. You got to be hungrier, thirstier,
Hmm.
and want this more than the next guy. You can't. This isn't a joke at all. You will get fucked up out here playing around. So
Quick,
quick,
less than 3 seconds sometimes.
yeah, real quick.
All right. Where does the nickname Ice Water come from?
Uh, I would play chess a lot in prison, and I would always tell the old guys, like, man, you don't want to play me chess. I'm ice water at it. I'm cold. I'm the coldest at chess. I'm the coldest at what I do. I'm ice
There we
water.
go.
So, and then they just it stuck, and they'd all call me ice water. So,
That's great, man. Um, let's see here. I ask everybody this question, and it is hard to answer. I want to know who you put on your personal Mount Rushmore of fighters. Any combat sport, any era. Who are the greatest four fighters to ever fight?
Anderson Silva,
Hmm.
George Foreman, Sonny Liston, Sugar Ray Robinson.
That's a badass list, dude.
Yeah,
That's
he's my
awesome.
favorite.
All right, these next questions are goofy, to say the least. Some of them you might have to think about. Some of them you'll probably just laugh at and tell me to go on, honestly. But the goal here is to get at least half of the viewers to relate to you with every answer. We all have favorite things in life, and I want to know what some of yours are. So my first question is, being not only from Missouri growing up, but from Texas, two incredible barbecue states, what do you prefer, pulled pork or brisket?
Brisket.
There we go. You like some
Absolutely.
burnt ends?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that. Yeah.
There we go. Alrighty. Both in their prime, who wins, Ali or Tyson?
Tyson.
Okay.
I think Ali kind of proved to be a little chinny, and Tyson proved to hit pretty fucking hard. So
Right.
yeah.
All right, man. What is your favorite animal at the zoo?
Mm, Otters. Sea
Otters.
otters. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's my oldest daughter's favorite animal in the world. That's great. You just get, I don't know about the zoos where you are. The zoo up the road from me has a great big, like half glass, half natural tank, and you can put your hands in through these holes, and the otters will eat out of your hand. It's the coolest thing ever.
Really? That sounds unsafe as fuck. Otters are vicious, dude.
It's kind of like it's like a almost like those wire minnow traps where it's got a cone on each side, and they can just barely. Yeah,
So
it's
they don't really touch your hand?
no. It's
Okay,
very
thank God. I was
controlled.
like, that sounds crazy as fuck,
Like
dude.
they have to strain to take from your fingertips. There's no way. Yeah, and they're
Okay,
reaching
cool.
through the hole. They're not putting their mouth through it.
Okay.
I have to find some YouTube video of kids getting their fingers eaten by otters now.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Am I more likely to catch you drinking a cup of coffee or an energy drink?
An energy drink.
Okay. Which one's your favorite?
Red Bull strawberry apricot.
That's a good one. Wow, I
Oh,
haven't
that is
heard that
so
one
good.
yet. I don't know if you've tried the new Sour Bucks from Bucked Up. It's amazing.
Man, I don't want to say nothing about Bucked Up.
Okay. The brand ambassador deal's not working out for you, huh?
I mean, they gave me one after the Bryant McLean fight, and I guess it was like the flavorless one.
Okay.
And God, I spit that shit out. I was like, what the fuck is this? Maybe if it was like a flavor, it might be good.
There we go. Just some fizzy water.
Yeah, that's all it was. I'm like, fuck.
All right, man. Everybody has a favorite on this question. What's the best Rocky movie?
I'm young, so like I like the Creeds.
Okay. There we go.
But
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the Creeds. I liked all of them, honestly. Growing up, I watched every single one of them. So
yeah, it's and what's cool is now, Rocky 5, that was the one with Tommy Morrison. Now his son Kinsey Morrison in the BKFC.
yeah.
I remember watching that movie in the theater when I was just a little kid. It's full circle moment. It's pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kinsey lives
Kinsey's cool. Kinsey's a cool dude. I like him.
yeah, Kinsey's really, really nice. He lives 1.9 miles south of me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, same town. Yep.
That's
All right. It's game day, Saturday. Who do you root harder for, the Aggies or the Longhorns?
the Longhorns.
Has it always been that way, or is it just because they're so good right now? That's what you say, man.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of college football, but if I'm gonna go for one, it'd probably be the Longhorns.
How about Cowboys Texans?
Cowboys.
There we go.
But I'm
right.
I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm a Chiefs fan.
Okay, there we go. Who do you like better, Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Absolutely. Is Hit 'Em Up the greatest diss track ever?
I like No Vaseline.
There we go. Top 1 and 2, maybe? There we go.
Yeah, top 2 for sure.
All right. What is worse for you, being underestimated or misunderstood?
Misunderstood.
Absolutely. All right. In your bathroom at home, does the toilet paper feed over the roll or under?
Under.
Really? You're the
I believe
third out of
under.
105 to say that. Why?
Really?
Is this
I,
growing up? Is that just how it was?
I don't know. It just makes sense, I guess.
Okay. I have to ask, man. Everybody has a preference.
I guess it just makes sense. I don't know. When I grab it, I just
There we go.
instead of I don't know.
I got it. When I interviewed Ben Rothwell, he spent about 3 minutes questioning me as to why I would ask that question, and then explaining to me how he puts the paper in his hand, how he folds it, how he, the whole thing. So I will never stop asking that question.
I believe it. Ben Rothwell seems like the type to go in full detail about how he wipes his ass for sure.
He he did. It was awesome. All right. What's worse, getting punched in the face, or excuse me, not what's worse. What would you rather? Be punched in the face one time or step on a Lego barefoot every night for a week?
I'd rather get punched in the face one time by Francis Ngannou. My son, fuck, dude, my son is a tornado. He'll have fucking Legos all over the house. I'll step on them, almost fall, almost ended my career more than once or twice, man. Yeah, I'd rather just get punched.
And how is it that everyone in the house can spend 10 minutes picking up all the Legos with all the lights on, get them all picked up, but it takes the middle of the night in the dark to find the one that got missed? It happens
I
every
feel like
time.
I feel like my son plants that shit.
Gets up in the
As a
middle of the night and places.
hell yeah, as a practical joke, he plants it.
I hope half the time that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's so funny. All right, man. Last one of these. And this is definitely a hypothetical. This isn't an alleged or anything. Totally hypothetical. You have to go commit a bank robbery, and you need to take two people with you, a gunman and a getaway driver. Who are you taking, and which one are they?
A gunman and a getaway driver.
Hmm.
The gunman would be my friend Javi for sure.
Okay.
The getaway driver, I have a friend named Aubrey, and allegedly he's ran from the cops many fucking times and gotten away with it in his car. So
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Hmm.
just from what he's told me,
Hmm.
I don't know how true it is,
There we go.
but I think he would be a great getaway driver for sure.
That's awesome, man. I love that. Um, Outside of fighting, what are you passionate about?
Nothing fighting.
That's it.
I
That's
don't do shit
live,
else.
breathe, sleep.
Fighting. I fight. That's it. I don't do nothing else. Nothing else is important to me.
That's great. When you and I are both ancient old guys sitting on a porch somewhere sipping iced tea and trying to remember what we did 40 years earlier, what do you hope to have accomplished by the end of your fighting career?
Inspiring people through prayer, uh, through perseverance and just staying on the grind.
Absolutely. Um, if you have a message to share with people who are going to watch this that may be struggling or going through hard times right now and feeling like giving up, what would you say to them?
My mom always used to say, "This too shall pass. Nothing heals anything better than time."
Mhm.
So just duck your head and just keep going forward, and it'll
Absolutely.
pass.
Um, I know you don't have an exact date, but if you had to guess, when is the next time we're the most likely to see you toe the line?
Shit, tonight if they let me.
That's awesome. Look out, look out, crowd members.
Yeah, for real. I
That's
might pop
hilarious.
out to Hollywood tonight.
There we go. Um, I am out of all the questions I have written down. Is there anything else you want to share? Anybody you want to shout out before we get off here?
Shout out to Zombie Jiu-Jitsu, Abilene, Texas. Shout out to Abilene Boxing Club, Abilene, Texas. Shout out St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out Abilene, Texas. Shout out all my friends all around, and shout out my family, my son, and everybody that's possibly watching. And I mean, I'm here to stay, and I'm here to fight for sure. I'll fight whoever the fuck they put in front of me. I have a hard time saying no. So
All right. Yeah, just ask Brian Foster.
yeah, yeah, I fought whoever. Literally, I don't think I've ever said no to a contract. So
And another fight, I failed to mention this earlier when we were talking about your fights. Hayes Wilson. Hayes Wilson does not have a perfect record, but that dude is terrifying. I saw him in Texas at the Fighter Hotel. It was like 9 a.m. I was barely awake, and as soon as he walked by, it was that's a. How did you end up fighting Hayes?
they needed somebody to fight him, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll fight him. I don't care."
That's a theme for you. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. They
Awesome.
was like he's like 250 pounds. I was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
That means he's slow. I got this.
Basically what I was thinking in my head.
Yep.
Not how that worked out. He is
Yeah.
fast as fuck.
Well,
He's like a fucking
experience.
big
That's
ass.
what you got.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah. For sure.
All right, Icewater. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm always honored. I don't mean to do this. I don't know if it's from martial arts respect. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. We've spoke enough now, previously and on the show. I feel like we're buddies. I hope you consider me one. I consider you a friend at this point. I'll get this
Absolutely.
uploaded to YouTube. I'll send you the first copy. You can watch it. If for any reason you don't like it, let me know. I'll take it down.
Hey, I like it regardless.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. I can't wait to see you in the ring again, and have a great rest of your weekend, brother.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye.